Well, hey kids, so me and Levi are going out for dinner, okay, tonight. I can't be fucked cooking sausages. So, yeah, we're going to go out and go to dinner. So, today I'm Puss in Boots. Hey, I'm Puss in Boots today. Levi reckons I should be a model seeing I'm this skinny. Do you think so?
Yeah.
He's a cutie. I am, yes.
Yeah.
Alright, bye kids. We'll see you after dinner.
See ya.
Oh boy, oh boy. Where to begin? Episode 27. Let me start by saying the things that go on outside of our homes, it's really incredible if you think about it. You know, I woke up this morning and I usually make it a point to avoid scrolling social media or browsing the news too early in the day because, you know, it'll make you want to not leave the house. And I got to leave the house. So I usually wait till the end of the day before I, torture myself. But sometimes I make a mistake and, I open my phone. Within 5 seconds, I'm presented with a video of a grown man in a diaper.
Look what I did. Look, I made the Dino War puzzle. See, it's all done. And he's there and he has sharp teeth and claws and feetses and a tail.
Good.
I don't ever want to know people do this. Like, how many of these people work in the public education system? I guarantee you there's some. These people work somewhere. People go, well, they're not hurting anybody. Well, okay, well, if you ever do make friends with one, then, have them watch your kids for the day. I'm sure you'd have no reservations about that, right? No, it's called unstable. The unstable states of America is what they should rename this country, because it's getting wild out there.
My name is Horace, and I'm a red-tailed hawk. In our world, I do have the body of a hawk, but while fronting, I consider myself a Therian, because I am in a human body, but my identity is still a hawk. Not all animal alters will identify this way, and I am, in fact, the only animal alter in our system who does identify this way. I am doing my best to come to terms with living in a human body.
What about this one? Woman plans on marrying a tree after having best sex ever. A 31-year-old woman has found love with a tree named Tim. Yeah, that's nice. I married my washing machine, Sophie. Yeah, I call her Soapy. That's her pet name. Oh, boy. And you never know if these articles are real, but I will tell you what is real. Let me tell you a little bit about dendrophilia. This is a real thing. A paraphilia characterized by sexual attraction to trees. The person may have actual sexual contact with trees, may venerate them as phallic symbols, or both. There you have it. See, now all you park rangers out there, you got a lot of work to do now. You got to find these people. You got more to add to your list of things to do. It's amazing what's going on out there. I got a new sponsor that's so relevant for today that I truly believe helps a lot of people out. BetterHelp. Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. I mean, I've never pondered having a relationship with a tree, but if I were to, I would probably ask myself, why am I having these thoughts? And then I would reach out to BetterHelp. All jokes aside, I know so many people that have benefited from therapy. I can't tell you how many times throughout my life where I had no idea what the hell I was doing. I didn't know the right decision to make. Sometimes you need somebody to help you sort these things out. You'd be surprised what you can get out of having somebody actually listen to you. The coolest and convenient part about all this is it's entirely online. This is made to be convenient. You just fill out a questionnaire and you get matched with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Discover your potential with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/joeyb today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/joeyb. We're going to introduce a new segment to the show today. This one's called Reading Machine Gun Kelly's Tweets.
Rose from the ashes like a phoenix.
For those who aren't familiar, this is the man who has rose from the ashes like a phoenix.
I'm a rocket man.
First of all, his Twitter handle is the Blonde Don. I mean, forget the fact he named himself Machine Gun Kelly after the gangster. Here's the real Machine Gun Kelly. Could you imagine if this guy found out that this guy was using his name? I'm pretty sure he'd end up as Swiss Cheese Kelly. Anyway, let's get to some of this stuff. It's hilarious. Here we go. January 17th, 2023. You can't comment about my style if you have none. Could you imagine saying this? Like, if you didn't know who this was, you would think this is a 13-year-old. Anything Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings themed, I'm in. I headbanged the demons out my body in the studio last night. Today is for sad songs. I can only imagine what he looks like when he says this stuff. Today is for sad songs. Getting electrocuted during a performance was a first for me, but the hair's cool. I really dove into my creative side when the coffee place asked the name for my order, and I said David. I'm in a I look like shit phase right now. All right, I gotta stop. I can only take so much. We'll do more next time, and I'm sure there'll be more. Here's a nice story. UK woman obsessed with serial killers guilty of murdering boyfriend. Well, you know, they always say there's two sides of a story. I bet her side of the story lines up like her eyes. What is with women being obsessed with serial killers? Remember the whole Jeffrey Dahmer thing? I don't know, was a movie or a documentary came out and all these girls are fawning over Jeffrey Dahmer? You know, like he's so hot. As if being a serial killer is not enough for you to be turned off to a person. Yikes. Who am I to talk? If this girl didn't use her face as a pincushion, I don't know, maybe she had some kind of like pulley system that realigned her eyes. I don't know, she'd still be a whack job. Speaking of pincushions, our friend Mary, looks like our friend Mary took a pin to her hot air balloon she had installed on her body. Yeah, now she regrets all the surgery she had done. What a surprise. Yeah, she wrote a whole thing about it. I can't even understand her writing, but I'll skip around here. I am burnt the fuck out from this lifestyle. I wish I never did it. Not worth all the time, money, stress. My body can't recover the same anymore. I just want to live a normal life now, and I can't. And I'm not asking for pity. I did this all myself willingly, just sharing this for people who want to go to the extreme surgery look because you will deal with a lot of complications eventually. It's not worth it. No. You went through all that just to find out what was common knowledge to the world this whole time. Everybody knew. Any sane person would know that would lead to complications. See, now you're the uniboober. See, everything catches up with these type of people. That's why most normal people don't want to be like these kind of people. Because you can see the problems that being stupid leads to. You know, so most people try to avoid being stupid, but I guess some people are just incapable. They can't help it.
Тигр на связи, он ранен.
Here's what nobody talks about. Where are the caves that these surgeons operate out of? I mean, there's got to be like some underground lair that these people go to do these things. How is this stuff even legal to do? Like, you know, these surgeons go home at the end of the day and they're like, these people are nuts. So then why do you do it? Oh, I forgot. Because some people have no soul. I will say I am seeing a lot of these women starting to regret this now because I don't think it's been that long since this trend started with these oversized boobs and butts and lips. I mean, like, there's always been, you know, women with implants for a long time, but like this over the top like clown look, that we've seen. Like when has this been going on for maybe like the past 10 years or so? So yeah, it's like about that time for them to regret it, right? Black China, you know who she is? She regretted it. Yeah, she was just on I saw some video of her talking about it.
Good morning, everybody. So I'm at the doctor's office right now, and as y'all know, I've been changing my life and changing my ways. So I just want all the ladies out there to know, do not get silicone shots because you can get sick, you can die, have complications, and all this other crazy stuff.
Here's another example of what not to do with your life. Did you see this? Carrie Katona. I don't even know who this is. It's somebody who's known in England, apparently. Yeah, well, her 16-year-old daughter had to move schools as boys in her class would make fun of their mother's OnlyFans. Right, because the other school doesn't have internet. Oh, boy. It's bad out there. It's just... Didn't I just talk about this about Britney Spears? Have you seen what Britney Spears has been up to lately? All she does now is post nude photos of herself on Instagram. I mean, what is this? Why? I mean, do any of these people ever care about their kids seeing this? I mean, she's got 2 teenage boys. I mean, they're going to eventually see these photos of their mom. This is the kind of stuff that circulates in school, where all the guys are like, I saw your mom naked. She's pretty hot. Like, why would you put your kids through that? Do you know how embarrassing that's going to be? Then you got all these zeros who are so happy about it. All the comments, you go girl, yeah, queen. These people are vile human beings. They really are. You know why? Because they literally don't care about the ripple effect of anything they ever do. Yeah, you're literally setting your kids up for a situation for when they go to school, for the entire school to mock them. It's interesting how we focus so much on our elected officials and the dysfunction and corruption that goes on in our government, but we seem to ignore the dysfunction and corruption that goes on down here on a ground level. I mean, it really is deranged what's going on out there. All these things that I've been talking about today I just saw today within a 30-minute window of scrolling through social media and the news. There's something wrong here. There's something wrong here. And, these type of individuals that I'm pointing out on this show right now, you can multiply those people by thousands, even millions probably, these type of behaviors that these people share, and they all live amongst us. They all work with us, above us, around us, and nobody seems to be concerned about that. All right, let's break this up before I have a meltdown here. Let me shout out my guys over at Honey. You want to save money online when you shop? This is the easy way. This thing scans the internet for promo codes and applies the best ones it finds for your shopping cart. You can add this to your desktop. It works on your iPhone. Oh my God, you know how much I've spent on music over the years? I wish I had this a long time ago. Now I use this all the time. It's really easy. When you check out, you'll see the Honey button appears. And all you do is click Apply Coupons. If it finds one for you, it'll apply it and you'll save money. Very easy to use. This is the best thing to use for saving money. Get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/JoeyBVS. That's joinhoney.com/JoeyBVS. Link in the description. Have you guys seen what's going on in Paris, France? I guess the garbage workers are on strike. 7,000 tons of trash clog city sidewalks. Look at this picture. I got to imagine tourism's down because of this. See, there is a temporary solution to this. What the city should do is market this to the French people as an interactive art exhibit of downtown Los Angeles. I'd say it's a pretty accurate depiction. I mean, you could charge people tickets to walk these streets and take pictures. So you sell tickets to this and then use that money to clean up the streets. I mean, a lot of these people there probably have never been to LA. So this is like the closest thing to an authentic experience. I mean, Las Vegas emulates Paris. What's that hotel you walk through? You feel like you're in Paris, France. Come see downtown LA in Paris, France. I bet you get people from hundreds of miles driving to see this. I don't know, just an idea. What do you say we get into some fan mail here? I've been excited to show you guys this one. If you want to send stuff to the show, send it over to Joey B Toonz or Joey B vs. the World, however you want to address it. 178 Columbus Ave, 237190, New York, New York, 10023. Today I want to do a proper artist showcase because I got the coolest thing from the coolest guy. Check this cartoon out. This was done by a guy named Tommaso Schina. Now, what's interesting about this guy, I went to reach out to him. I tried to find him on the internet to say thank you. He doesn't have any social media. But I kept seeing people tagging all of his stuff in these pictures on Instagram. And I did a little more digging and come to find this guy is a local legend in his town in New Hampshire. This guy goes around and draws people for free for one reason and one reason only, to make them smile. Check out this news bit they did on this guy.
Amid the clinking of silverware at Casey's Diner in Plastow, you can hear the squeaking of markers from a booth occupied by a regular.
Oh, what's your name? Tony. All right, got it.
Armed with highlighters, Sharpies, and Crayola washable markers, Tommaso Schina, a local artist who is known by many as just Tommaso, transposes the faces around him onto paper.
I've seen him at many different restaurants just around town, probably over the course of the last at least 10 years. And he's drawn me about 6 times, I think. Yeah, and I have them collected at home in a safe spot.
Yeah, everywhere you go, everyone knows him. There's very few people that don't know who he is.
For years, he has spent his days riding his bike and stopping into pizza parlors and ice cream shops, diners and bars, yoga studios and police stations, markers in hand, drawing dozens of original portraits for people every day.
I go into places and I can make a whole crowds happy. And I don't even think that these are just like regular cartoon pictures, but it's like, I think it's like letting people know that I see them as a human being and I'm of interest.
Tommaso grew up here in the Plastow area. He isn't sure how long he's been drawing people or where he's going to end up each day. He just hops on his bike every morning and rides.
Thank you. Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah. You're awesome.
Never staying in one place for too long, the local legend has makeshift galleries from Plastow to Portland, and his locations for inspiration have no boundaries.
There's so much love in it. I want to just draw one person. It's not as fun as drawing the whole family together. Yeah. So when I see groups of a full family, that's when I'm ambitious to go up to them and say, I want to draw you all.
He has a remarkable memory for details.
He'll look at the people behind the counter and just think, what's your eye color? Okay, I'll be right back. And then goes and does his drawing and comes right back.
And it looks just like, like perfect.
Yeah, it's so fun to see it every time because you're like wearing a different shirt or you have like a headband in this time and he like gets all your details really well.
A magnetic smile.
Oh, he's always smiling. He's like a giant sunbeam.
And is embraced by the communities he stops to draw in.
And the conversations that you can have with him are just amazing. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met.
He's just a great artist, great guy, great story, and just an overall really good person, I think.
Love to see him around.
Definitely puts a smile on all of our faces.
Yes,
yeah.
Always.
Now imagine if everybody shared something with everybody with the sole purpose to make them smile. How much better the world would be. Dude, Tommaso, if you're watching, thank you. And keep doing what you're doing, man. People love you. On that note, I'm going to sign out, folks. Look, if you want more, get on Patreon. Like I said, I always have uncensored stuff on there. There's a whole catalog of stuff on there that I've done over the years that you can go through that would never be allowed on YouTube. Got another YouTube video coming out next week. Like I said, we're going to get Sam Tripoli on the show. We got Chavo from System of a Down, who's also going to come on the show. That's all in the works, down in the pipeline. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.